Conservative billionaire Charles Koch slamming President Trump's tariff trade as protectionism. He says it hurts American businesses and consumers, and the Koch network planning to launch a six-figure ad buy to combat President Trump on import tariffs. This, as new analysis shows, that one-third of the nation's most contested House seats in this year's midterm elections are also home to major soybean farmers, particularly in the Midwest. So what will the impact of these trade tensions really be on the midterm elections? Lou Dobbs is here. That's right. Lou Dobbs, tonight host, has joined us into this discussion. What I thought was really interesting, Lou, about this whole thing with the Koch brothers or the Koch network was how threatening it was. So we're going to spread out a lot of cash, hundreds of millions of dollars, but we're going to hold you accountable. It felt like they were telling Republicans in general, it's either us or Trump voters. Make a choice.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're saying. And they're also saying, and I think it's important for everybody to understand this, the Koch brothers just flew their true colors. These are not Republicans. They're not conservatives. And they're not just anti-Trump. They are anti-American worker. Because you can't have the most liberal immigration policies in the world, welcome illegal immigrants by the hundreds of thousands across your border without destroying the American worker, without destroying American business and the middle class of this country. Charles Koch put every American family on notice. It's his damn way or it's no way, as far as he's concerned. He's not declaring war against Trump. He's declaring war against the middle class and the American family.
Well, he's got plenty of company. I mean, all of a sudden, the soybean issue, which was an economic issue per se, now being used, it's on the cover of the USA Today. And I said this on Friday, it was going to happen. Soybeans weigh on midterm elections.
This is how ridiculous. If we could show this, this is how ridiculous mainstream reporting is on soybeans. Can I put it in some perspective?
Sure.
We export, it's our largest export, period. It is $20 billion a year. That's $40 billion, because it's half of everything the farmers grow, is exported. The Chinese are stealing $600 billion of intellectual property. You won't see those two numbers next to each other talking about China, which is what started all of this, at all. It is a ridiculous proposition. Third grade math would solve this for a lot of general assignment and political reporters who need an education in basic numbers, because without it, there's no perspective. The president is right. He's right as rain, and he is the only person with the guts to take this issue on, because the Koch brothers, the Business Roundtable, the Chamber of Commerce, and Wall Street are perfectly willing to keep this country a debtor nation in perpetuity, whether we're talking about the external trade debt, whether we're talking about the national debt that's over $20 trillion.
You know, it's interesting because when I see the soybean farm, on the front cover of these papers, I looked at soybean prices peaked in 2012.
Right.
By the time President Trump was inaugurated, they were down 50%. I never saw one front page article on USA Today, the New York Times, Washington Post, or even the Wall Street Journal about the plight of the soybean farmer. I never heard one iota of care or worry or anything about how their prices have plummeted and how they were in so much trouble.
And you didn't hear anything about $13 trillion in external debt. You didn't hear anything about that $600 billion per year stolen by the Chinese and American intellectual property. What do the Democrats think? That this president could let that go on in good conscience? He is the first president to deal with. The Chinese have been ripping this country, as he says, ripping us for the past 30 years.
It's pretty obvious with the retaliatory tariffs that these foreign countries believe they can drive a wedge between President Trump and those folks who voted for him, whether it's farmers, whether it's bourbon makers, whoever it is, they're deliberately trying to drive a wedge. Do you know these folks better than anyone else? You think they have any success?
Well, they're going to have some success at the margin. But the Chinese, for the first time, are showing their stupid side. Because I've always thought that the Chinese were the supreme dealers in international trade. The fact is they've shown now that they are just as fallible as the rest of humanity. This is an effort that is bound to fail because it's such a small part of our economy. It's a small part of the trade relationship. Our trade amounts to just under $6 trillion a year.
Right.
we're talking about pittance here. 40 billion in soybeans. You want another 10 billion maybe in sorghum. This is ridiculous. Right. They're going to lose. The president is, by the way, an accomplished and proven and committed winner. I don't think they have a chance. The only reason that this has gotten to this point is because of a left-wing national media that is carrying the Chinese message rather than the president's, because they are never Trumpers.
It is so amazing that you feel, every time I read an article, it feels like the author, the writer, the newspaper, the media outlet wants China to win this.
Oh, hell yes.
Over the American public. This is not about Trump. It's about the average American, Lou.
If you're the left-wing national media in this country, committed ideologues, you are committed to never Trump. You are part of the deep state, and you're furthering the interest of everyone who opposes Trump, whether they are China, whether they're Germany, Russia. I mean, the president's colluding? Look who's colluding. It's the national left-wing media.
Lou Dobbs.
Good to see you,
Thank you very much, always.